hello everyone. So happy to be here. I have to say sorry and apologize. The original plan for celebrating the chairman and president of the Microsoft company, Bill Gates' birthday. In the beginning, I didn't know the impact from these videos I have done. So after these videos posted on the fan pages, I just know also many people just feel very excited and so many very curious opinion or just feeling or just respect or just reflection just coming up to. So I feel a little bit troublesome. So I don't know because I just to make some concerned knowledge. I just want to celebrate. So I changed the content I'm going to record in my video. So I still insist on my original plan for my science subject videos. So you can still watch the content of the video, keeping going on the original content I plan to offer to you all. But today I still want to bring something to you. This time I just feel if you can just always put it in mind, so the real meaning from the behavior we are going to worship or admire, respect for. Okay, you can use the word adore if you want to adore. So the true meaning of this behavior is to make all the things from the tiny ones to the giant significance. We have to make all the things into correct righteousness. I love the word so much. If you have followed my video, I use the word so many times. I feel the word is so simple but very earnest to express you want to use in the universe or the human being society. What is the correct main thought we are going to chase after? Okay, you can use morality, that is all fine, but the righteousness is very, very beautiful. So because a great man is worth to be memorized in some certain meaning, and his influence impacts all the world so much. Till now, he still has certain ability to exert the world going to a correct direction. So he is worth to be memorized. And I remember that. I don't know if you ever noticed the 3 to 4 years the former President Donald Trump's reigning. I'm so crazy for him. And those times I ever heard of some scientist opinions and some rumor. They call to me that the president, chairman Bill Gates is watching me. It's watching me. And I always want to remind me of my study, my homework. He always say that, did you start for your studying, Crystal? What are you doing this day? You have to know that it's to prepare your examination. Don't you want to go abroad or just have a university academy in your country? What are you doing this day? You have to notice something that is important. Maybe that is a good thing and the correct direction. You can just help your idol. You know that? So try to do something meaningful that is truly moves people. Actually, don't you think that? So that is very interesting. I'm not wanting to do those, but in that 3 to 4 years, I'm just very confused and just like a lamb into the straight way. So I just want to apologize for this. But this time, another term is almost finished. I encountered the current president, Mr. Joe Biden. Although in the beginning I was still in disease, and my health situation cannot allow me to do many things, and I still under bewildering of the main plan of my life. But from this year, about March and April, I start to record the videos. Things are going to transform another turn of my life stage. So I always appreciate that. I want to take the scientist president, Bill Gates. If you are curious about this, please to search and find out all the speeches he has ever done and to listen to it. He is so smart. He's so if you want to compare the word cunning, sometimes the President Bill Gates' cunning thought and the cunning strategy is full of humor and wisdom. He's not a president that is so stubborn. Okay, he's very smart, clever. I can see that. He's a person who cannot stand for very boring, stubborn situation, and then without any inspiring, very down, and he cannot stand for this. So, I have introduced his early life. You can imagine such boy. He is a person who always advocate, always be smart, clever, wisdom, always be abstruse, and he can accept cunning method, but he always want to preach is people have to reach and achieve your aims or plan in a very praised way. So that is a direction more difficult. I don't know if I can bring this but compare the two presidents from the 2016 to 2023. The two presidents, if the chairman, President Bill Gates, asked me how my feeling going to after I encounter the two presidents, that is very individually separated, different. First, I have to confess one feeling about this. Everyone can be so morality, but it is easy to be just to do all the things right. But one thing is very, very inspired. The current President Joe Biden's early life is full of challenging. He's not a lucky man, so he always can touch people who are in disaster, and he can always preach one thing. He always preach. I know here are so many people in a disaster. I know here are so many people in hardness. I know here are so many people are so unfortunate. They are citizens of the hell. So I can always be grateful. I am still lucky. But actually, if you ever read his early life biology, his early life biography, so you can discover in his life experiences full of heartbreaking memorization about his family, and he's not always so smoothly life, but he can feel in a coincidence to be touched by other people's life. I have ever tell you all, he's not a lucky man, but he can do one thing is to realize other people's disasters, and he always say that I'm not the worst man. I'm still lucky. When I saw some people just in the hell, and the most sadness break out on my heart is I couldn't help them. That is the deepest emotion in a person's heart so earnestly. If here are a list of president candidates, okay, so when all the candidates have to be challenged, testified, who can win is who can always tell the truth, who is the honest one, who can always stand the lowest position to feel all the people who are in the hell. So why I accentuate this? Because the world is human beings' world. Everyone has his own heart. We are individual soul. We can thinking. So if it is hard to compare with among these candidates, the achievement is just almost very close. Who can be chosen to be the next one? I will still choose the current Mr. President, Mr. Joe Biden. He make my heart so calm down for all the important things in my daily life. And the most important thing, He will not always urge me to just watch Him or to handle something for Him. He will not. It is from my heart. Maybe sometimes He will just call for some help because it is in His very emergency. I can acknowledge it. So he's a very, very perfect one. He's a very good, just like a sage-like elder president. Ever in his speeches I ever heard of. Maybe my listening is not very good, I know, but I have ever listened to his speeches. He said that he can do one thing, is make all the people's life in a steady. Because in this era, the period of time, the financial situation is in a crisis. So please don't imagine or be absorbed by other people's wrong preaching. If one night or just for years, the economy can suddenly be so abundantly rich. So how it come? All the world, so many countries are seeking in a crisis already. Every specialist, experts are troublesome for this. How a person, he's not the key man of the world, but he can bring an unbelievable reach in the economic to a country. If you can imagine it, if you try, maybe someday the United States has to pay for it, and then that is another very crisis era that the United States has to experience. So the most important thing the current president, Mr. Joe Biden, can do is to offer the very, very steady life and to inspect all the danger happened, and to just make the security more safer and safer, and to make all people's life get into a very fixed, steady, comfortable, safety, comfortable, and in the security, and very faithful, and all his party, the Democratic Party, are all willing to do this, because we human beings, and especially the United States, is just experiencing a period of era, the crisis all the way. So the most important thing is make people can live in a very steady life, and in a period of time, just we discover an opportunity can be better or richer or safer or just more prosperous. We just try. So all the things we have stand on the basic of steady. He ever said this. So I just discovered he's a very, very unbelievable elder president. So, if the president and the chairman Bill Gates just cast me a question, after the 8 years, you have encountered the different presidents, the two. What are your thoughts in your mind? Have you ever feel regret? Have you ever feel embarrassed? Have you ever feel so guilty? Have you ever thought, I didn't blame you, I didn't scold you, because you are just like a city girl, very cute and amazing, abominable, sometimes make us so angry. So I just want you to learn something after the 8 years you just watching the changing of the United States. Have you ever changed your mind? You ever swear you will be a citizen of the United States? You will go to offer some contribution to this country. But after the 8 years, how you think of it? So maybe he will cast such question to me. And my answer is, after such difficulties happened, I still insist to be the citizen of the United States one day I can. And I will not to do any very bold swearing. The only one thing, I will be the basic accessory in a mechanic machine. If I can contribute one day, I will sacrifice all my life to this country because I respect it. So today I want to share with. This time the election is so urgent. Although last time when the 2020 before, I just a little bit confused, okay, but this time is true. I am so earnest, okay, I advocate, and when people can give an opportunity to the Democratic Party, the current president, the opportunity is to make a negotiation or some reaction, that interaction, that to offer you a question and give some chance for the current president and the Democratic Party make a agreement or negotiate. Let the party know what is your question about, and maybe the party can solve it. You can offer an opportunity to the Democratic. They will discover, originally these voters have such question, so maybe the party can solve it. So I hope people can offer some opportunity to the Democratic Party and the current president, Mr. Joe Biden. So today's video I want to share with. OK， 好，来吧。我没有时间再讲中文了。50、15、20好吧，20分钟过去。Okay, let's do one question. So I don't have so much time. Okay, so let's do one question. That's the video. Okay, this is the scripture I have written. That's the video. So the kinetic energy, the conservative force, the potential energy, and the homogeneous gravitational field. Okay, so this is the this is the scripture of that the video. So let's do one question. Okay, the example question is the content is that here is a person whose weight material is 60 kilogram. He is standing on a car. The car's material weight is 30 kilogram. So we push the car, and the man with the car is exercising. They just on a very smooth ground, and the velocity is every second 10 meters. They do the steady velocity sport motion. Okay, today this person jumped out of the car. When he reached the ground, the velocity is 0. Thus, we are going to ask you one question of this example. When this person jumped out from the car, how the work the person has done to the car. Okay, we just see man with car. The two items are the same system. We see man and car is a system. Okay. A system. Because the horizontal direction is without any force from other places. So the horizontal direction's kinetic energy is constantly the same. Okay. Okay, we said when a person jumped out from the car, this time the car's velocity is Vm. Thus, on the horizontal direction, the kinetic energy is always permanent. We can just to think about the 60 plus 30 and to multiply 10. So we can just to write down a formula and to discover the Vm. So first we have to research, discover the Vm. So we can obtain the answer of the Vm is 30. So the question asked is equal delta Ek is equal 1 of 2 multiply m multiply the item that is Vm squared minus V squared. So it is equal 1 of 2 multiply 30 multiply the 30 squared minus 10 squared. So the answer of this question is 12,000 Joule. So in this question, so we have to notice one thing is you discover the man jumped from the car. So we have to discuss is the horizontal direction. So the horizontal direction is very important. Then we use the horizontal direction. We said first, because we want to know the work, thus we have to discover the Vm. So we say when the man jumped from the car's velocity is Vm. Because of this, so we can get the kinetic energy. The formula, we know the kinetic energy is permanent. So we just write down. So 60 and 30 is the material weight. So we plus it together and multiply 10. 10 is the velocity. We see those just a system, so we can do this, and therefore it is equal to 60 multiply 0, because when he reached the ground the velocity is 0. Can you remember the question's condition? So the 60 multiply 0 and the plus the 30 Vm. Thus we can solve. The Vm's answer is 30. Okay, we get the Vm, then we bring the formula. The question asks you work, so we bring the formula and put all the conditions in it. Then we can get the answer. The work is 12,000 Joule. Okay, this is today's question. Hope you can have a wonderful time. The next question is a little bit complicated. We can just take a look of it. So we can just check more or less next time. So very happy to be with you all, and I hope you can have a wonderful physics time with me. Okay, so okay, if I meet some difficulties, then I just to declare you that my situation, but so far so good. So thank you for your watching. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.